through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Murray going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 45-yard line.
They run over center with Benson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 64 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one, 28 yards on the ground. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Murray going to fire one out wide. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cards have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
49ers 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
He's got Ayuk once again.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Purdy from the gun on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Handoff here, Guerrero. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Throwing here, Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Purdy looking to throw.
Touchdown! George Kittle, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now the extra point. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Throwing on second and long. Murray. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And the 49er first down.
Here's Purdy. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Down inside the 10.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
They go play action here. Purdy.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle from 4 yards out. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A give up the middle with Benson. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Benson, 52 yards. And the Cardinals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Back to throw, Purdy. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken around the 12. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Up to the 20. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. 2nd and 7 from the 20. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. A give. Here comes Benson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Murray. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Hey.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure up. Quarterback, they were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Going quickly out to the right side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here's Guerrero on 1st down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
2nd and 9 now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Looking to throw. Purdy. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A give running left now, Guerrero.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up
Again, it's Guerrero.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. Connects with Kittle underneath. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down and 1.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on fourth. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Garindo.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
3rd and 6.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Benson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Murray to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Back to throw. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7.
To throw is Murray. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
2-2, hot!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy to throw.
This one caught by Kittle. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout called.
23 yards. And the 49er first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Here's Purdy. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Cardinals set to receive it. They'll look for a winning drive as we get this overtime period started.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
You heard my man, the left controller, the lever king, charger, hard in and let the journey begin.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
It's a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
That's 1. 2, 2, 1.
First throw of overtime for Murray.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. Big strides, look at him go. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. New York now for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Cardinals 56. 49ers 49.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Get set. Get set.
They begin on the ground with Garindo.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
36-yard line.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now it's Purdy's turn in overtime.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Cardinals, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they fall for the